do the thing?
Yes, you do the thing.
Okay, I'll do the thing. Hello, everyone. My name is Harry Marshall, and welcome to No Happy Endings. This is a serialized anthology of 3 to 4 episode arcs with different game systems that we're going to use. The boxes seem to be a bit off.
Yes, they are off because we're missing somebody, Harry. I told you I'd have to
Oh,
fix them.
yeah. So, one of the reasons we're late is because we are dealing with an issue where someone will be joining us at the break, but they cannot right now. Normally, we will also have Emma, but she is not going to be joining us for this arc. Now, we are going to be starting with a game system called Masks. Masks, for those that don't know, is a superhero game system, which is essentially, classic superhero stuff. You're young superheroes in the making, and you're fighting supervillains and doing all that. This is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. So we're going to be using Powered by the Apocalypse systems. Let's just get right into it. Lucy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Great. I am playing Phoebe Law, aka Peregrine. If you have the Masks playbook, I'm playing the Janus. I am a freshman university student who has recently moved to Halcyon City in an attempt to pursue her dream of being a superhero.
And what about you, Christian?
I'm Christian. I'm playing the hero known as the Silver Sloth, with the real name of Max Benson. He has come up through his legacy, and so very little schooling, but he is now entering into the superhero world.
Very nice. All right, and lastly, Maddie, why don't we go with you?
All right, so my superhero name, I'm Maddie, and my superhero name is Belladonna, and my real name is Christina Charlotte. Well, let's see here. So, I am a big fan of the forest. If you're looking at the playbook again, I chose the Nova. So basically, I have a background in biokinesis.
All right, and as I said, I'm Harry Marshall. I will be your DM, playing the city of Halcyon. And let's just get right into it. You guys are interns at the city of Halcyon. I'm going to decide how that's said now. It is Halcyon. But you guys are interns at the city of Halcyon, and you guys are currently doing what is maybe for some of you your second or third, but maybe for some your first actual patrol. You all have been sent in a group to downtown Halcyon by the docks. So this is kind of an in-between area because this is where a lot of wealthy people go to do business, but it is also where a lot of lower class people work. You guys are here for a couple of hours just to monitor activities, make sure there's nothing going on. They don't expect a lot of activity here, but they're having you do this just to kind of practice what you're supposed to do. You guys are supposed to remain in costume, and you're supposed to try to make connections with people around the area. This is going to practice you becoming big heroes. Now, for the audience, they are playing in Halcyon City, but it's a bit different than the one in the book. In this, heroes have been around since the 1970s, and in this alternate reality, heroes originally were born and kind of the classic heroes that you think of now, but eventually kind of molded into celebrities to the point where, for the most part, a lot of what heroes do is advertising and doing stuff like movies, book deals, stuff like that. But as time has moved on, they have kind of coalesced into these different agencies. The biggest one is called the Guild. So, and the Guild is kind of where every superhero wants to be. Superheroes are like celebrities, and everyone wants to be part of the Guild. Along with the Guild, there are a couple smaller agencies, one of which is the one you are interning for. Now, these agencies kind of pick up who's going to be around just based off of who becomes popular. A lot of times it's stuff like viral videos going live that kind of makes people start their journey in the guild, but it takes a while before you can really become one of the big heroes. The largest of heroes are the Big Three, which is a team of superheroes that is made up of a hero named SmackDown, a hero named Noir, and this world's kind of Superman, who is named Heroism. Um, Apart from that, you guys are just kind of small heroes. You're here kind of pursuing your dreams as best you can. The last actual supervillain was named Inferno. They were around about 15 years ago, but since then, people are hired as both heroes and villains just because there aren't enough villains to match all the aspiring heroes. So they hire villains to kind of fill in the gaps and work. And that's why you guys are training. That's why you guys are here. And let's just get started. You guys are asked to patrol. What are you guys doing during that patrol? Let's start with Lucy. Very nice. So you're getting a lot of great pictures. Up on these tall buildings, there is an incredible view of this incredible sprawling city with skyscrapers pretty much everywhere. The architecture is incredible because in superhero worlds, it's kind of this hodgepodge of different styles. There are some massive mansions dedicated to the greatest sorcerers, and there are some massive buildings that are dedicated to the greatest scientists. And in the distance, you can see this incredible picture of this dead hero named Wanderlust, who at one point was part of what at the time was known as the Big Four. They could have replaced Wanderlust, but they felt it would be disrespectful, and so when she died, they just became one of the Big Three. And you're getting this incredible picture as the sun sets across it as it's beginning to get to nighttime. While you're doing that, Christian, what are you doing? What is Max doing?
Max is taking more of a person-to-person approach. He comes from a relatively well-known legacy, so he's just going to try to talk to some of the people, interact with the children, kind of create more of a person-to-person connection with some of these people. Try to get some conversation going.
Why don't you roll plus mundane?
Four.
Plus?
Oh, well, 3 plus 1.
Oh. So mark that as potential for improvement. So you are running around the city, or your area of the city, and you're trying to talk to people. It's not going well. You're talking very fast and very loudly. And let's just role play this. You walk over to a dock worker who's struggling with a heavy box. What do you say?
Hello, sir. Is there any way I can help you with that?
Huh? Oh, you're one of those. Yeah. No, I got it. It's fine.
Are you sure about that, sir?
What? It's just a. Hold on. Am I doing something? Oh, you're that guy. Silver speed guys. You're his grandson, right? I think I heard a bit about you.
That would be me.
You don't seem like him.
How do you mean?
Well, I don't know. You're a bit smaller than I expected you to be.
Okay, thanks.
So another person walks by, a young girl walking her dog, and she says, What are you doing? Aren't you going to help him with that?
I'm trying.
And the guy's just like, no, he's just a. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Me? What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm on patrol here. I thought I could help out where I could.
And the woman turns to you and is like, wait, so you thought he was doing crime? He works here. Is it just because, I mean, I know my clothes aren't the best, but you really think I look like a criminal?
I'm just trying to help you move a box.
There's nothing wrong with this box. If you so insist on taking it, take it. And he kind of storms off. And the woman walks by.
I don't want to take the box.
You are left with this box and 2 angry people. And immediately you get a notification on your phone that you were tagged in a post, a very angry post from this woman walking this dog. And it says, it doesn't say because who types up, but it says, the superhero elite think they're better than the common folk. And it's a picture of you talking to this man. So good job, Christian. I'm proud of you. Or Max. While you're doing that, Maddie, what are you doing?
Okay, I am searching the cracks in the sidewalk for plants.
All right. You're searching the cracks in the sidewalk for plants. You started out patrolling, but you kind of faded away into your own thing.
Yeah.
You see a couple little grass plants. Are you kind of helping them grow?
Yeah.
All right. You kind of help them along, looking at them, trying to reclaim some of this area that is this massive, sprawling city. As you do that, you're leaning down and you look up and you see a man in a hood, and he seems to be working with some sort of device. You're not quite sure what it is. It looks like a small tablet, but something about you strikes him as odd. You're not quite sure what. You think it might be how he moves, because the way he moves, it's like he's constantly on his toes, ready for something.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at him and say, "Oh, what's that?"
He looks very startled and looks towards you, and then he just kind of turns away and starts walking around the corner.
Well, that's not very nice. I'm gonna follow him.
You're gonna follow him?
Yeah.
As you turn around the corner, you see that he is now walking very fast towards the direction of what you know is some sort of storage depot, but you don't know this area well enough to know much more than that.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
This man now starts running and darts around the corner.
Can I grab him with plant?
You want to grab him with plant?
Yeah.
So, I don't want to say this is directly engaged a threat because you're not really directly engaging a threat. Sorry, let me grab my sheet here. You're not really directly engaging a threat. I would say this is, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I would say this is overwhelm a vulnerable foe. So roll plus danger.
Okay. What do I roll? So I roll the d6.
2d6s.
Okay. I got a 6 and a 2.
So that is an 8. You have a plus to danger.
And yeah, I have a +1 to danger.
Plus 1. So that is a 9, a mixed success. So you get to choose to from take a powerful blow in turn, your hurt foe is more than you intended, or you cause serious collateral damage.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
So you attack him, but two of the three things happen. You either take a powerful blow in turn, you hurt your foe more than you intended, or you cause serious collateral damage.
I would assume that I would cause serious collateral damage because plants just like growing out of the sidewalk in a city.
Alright, and you have to pick one more.
I don't want to hurt him. Is the other option just like pow pow to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. So, here's what happens. You feel these little grass roots growing around the area, and you like will them to spring out of the ground, and this man gets kind of trapped in it, tangled and thrown against the wall. So you have him down, but as he's turned the corner, you begin to walk after him, and you see this like massive white truck start barreling down towards you, and you don't have time to get out of the way. So you get hit by it and get pushed to the side. That is going to need you to mark a condition, and that condition, I'm gonna say, let's say you are insecure. So mark the insecure condition, and you are on the ground, and you have this guy, but this white truck is now barreling away from you.
Okay.
And by the way, you have a walkie-talkie if you need to contact the others.
Okay,
But if you think you can handle this.
I'm gonna walkie-talkie them and be like, guys, I got hit by a car and there's a scary guy.
Okay, where are you?
Where am I?
So, you're kind of in the inner part of the dock. This isn't really the docks. This is where the docks meet the trading port. So this is where the stuff gets unloaded from ships and put onto trucks to move around. But the way this truck was moving, it did not seem like it was shipping something. Because it is moving, one, way over the speed limit, and two, did not stop when it knew it would hit you.
Okay, interesting. Well, I'm near the trading port, and the truck didn't even try to slow down. It was big and going speed.
All right, do you have eyes on the truck?
Do I?
You do, it's
I'm gonna
just turning the
look
corner
around.
now. It's
It's turning the corner.
It's a couple hundred feet away from you, but it's turning the
I'm
corner.
gonna try to catch up to the truck because I'm like kind of fast.
Where are you, Belladonna? Do you need medical attention?
I think I'm okay, but I'm near the docks, the trading port area.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Alright, so Christian, you use your super speed and you are there in an instant. You don't actually see the car go. Maddie, did you tell him where it went?
Yeah.
I should start calling you by your superhero names. So
Alright,
Max, you're there and you're talking to... Let me just pull up your character sheet. Christina, or I'm sorry, Belladonna.
Yeah.
You're doing superhero stuff. You guys have like 3 names right now because you have your superhero names, you got your human names, and then you got your actual human names.
We are
So-
so named.
Yeah. So Silver Sloth is running towards Belladonna. You let him know where it is. Silver Sloth, Max, you are running next to the car. It's barreling pretty fast. It's not really a match for your speed because it is a fairly large car and it's still having to move through a kind of tight area. But you're not really sure how you're going to slow it down. Lucy, Falcon,
Peregrine.
what are you going to do? Peregrine,
I'm gonna
sorry.
go help Belladonna.
Phoebe. You're gonna go help Belladonna. Any sort of flavor for how you're gonna get there that quickly?
I'm hopping across buildings, you know,
Alright.
using my wingsuit to hover.
So you pull out a map and you find a good way to
A
kind of
map. I have my iPhone. I'm like,
Yeah.
Siri!
Siri, tell me how to catch the car. So you're leaping over buildings and Max or Sloth. Okay, I'm gonna call you for now by your superhero names because this is superhero business. So Silver Sloth, you are kind of amazed by how quickly Peregrine gets here.
Well, I'm around the corner. I'm chasing the
Meanwhile,
truck.
Belladonna is kind of left in the dust. But yeah, you two are now following this car. Peregrine, you have to take a bunch of shortcuts every once in a while. So you.
Oh, I'm not following the car. I'm going to help Belladonna.
You're I'm sorry.
We have a foster dog at the moment that is very loud.
Lucy, you obviously have the better room for said foster dog's noise.
I do. I'm running tech, so I need the big setup.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go. So, I'm right. So you're not quite as close as Silver Sloth, but you are kind of within striking distance if you really wanted to be. What are you guys gonna do to kind of close the gap?
As I can't remember Lucy's name, superhero name, but as she said, she's with Belladonna. She's not with the truck.
Yeah, I didn't follow the truck. I went to help Belladonna.
Oh, you went to help Belladonna? So Belladonna, for the most part, I mean, she's covered in mud and kind of like scraped up, but no injuries that are too bad.
Okay, that's good. I'll help her up, dust her off, be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I mean, I got hit by a truck and it was going fast, but I'm okay. And there's a guy over there.
A guy?
You
What
have some
guy?
bruises, so you're a bit hit.
I'll look for the guy.
You turn the corner and see a guy. He is wearing a ski mask under a black hood, and he is kind of
Shady
pushed
as
against the wall.
hell.
Yeah, and he is pushed against the wall by these plants.
Can I march over to him, put my hands on my hips, and say, "Excuse me, sir, but what exactly are you up to?"
I didn't do nothing. I was just walking down the street, and then I was pushed against the wall.
You were running from me. I was calling out your name, and as soon as I asked you what your device was, you ran away all scared.
Device? What device? Where's the device?
You see it on the ground next to him.
I will pick it up.
It's odd. It's a kind of small syringe, and it seems to be containing this kind of like black gas that seems to be moving all on its own.
I hold it up to the light, squint at it. What exactly is this?
I don't know. I was just told to transport it.
Oh, just told to transport it. Is he lying to me?
The less I know, the better I can do my job. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm walking down the street with something my friend told me to give me.
Sir, you're wearing a ski mask under a hood. It's not cold out.
People have different fashion preferences.
Okay.
Ski mask.
I think we should involve the police.
Alright, so since you're a superhero, you don't have contact directly with the police, but you do have contact with your supervisor who has contact with the police.
Okay, I pull my communicator. Boop, 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 boop,
boop. And you can kind of hear this gruff female voice coming from the other side, which I will do my best to replicate. Yeah? Hold on, that's not... Yeah?
Hello, this is Peregrine. We have a bit of a situation.
What? You guys are just supposed to be on patrol. What's going on?
We have a suspicious individual. We're by the docks, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Down by the docks, transporting some kind of odd substance. Looks like some kind of gas.
We'll be down in a second.
Okay.
That sounds odd. Anything else?
I got hit by a truck.
Yeah, Belladonna got hit
You
by
got
a
hit
truck.
by a
She's
truck?
fine. She's fine. Everybody's fine. We'll just wait here for assistance.
All right, you guys. Yeah, we'll be down there in a second. Meanwhile, Silver Sloth.
Okay, I have come up with a good idea on how to slow down this truck.
Mm-hmm.
I use air manipulation to imitate brake pads on all the tires. So
What would this be? This would be wield your powers.
that would add up. What am I rolling?
You're rolling plus freak. Sorry.
Plus weird.
Too used to playing Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
That's a 10 plus 0.
Nice. Okay, so you get to choose two from take hold of something vulnerable to you, create something useful in the environment, or neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
Wait, so what is this? Oh, wield
It's
power. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to neutralize the truck for now.
Right.
And then, you know what? I might as well create some sort of perimeter in case of the driver of the truck being hostile.
All right. So here's what happens. It's a difficult move, and it's one that you had practiced a little bit, but you hadn't really mastered before. But now the rubber's hitting the road, metaphorically and literally. So you think for a second, and you can kind of predict about where the brake tires should be. You're looking through the window so you can get a general idea, and you push the air down on that spot. The truck stops, it spins out of control, and then you can't really control where it's going, but you're able to push it to the side enough where it slams against through a gate and against a wall. So it is now kind of surrounded by these buildings in this alleyway, and you are now blocking the only way out for whoever would be in this truck.
Right. So
the truck driver climbs out, slightly dazed, also wearing a black hood and a ski mask.
I say, what was your business driving that fast? And hitting my my acquaintance.
You broke my truck.
Okay, well,
what are you doing? You broke my truck.
I mean, you hit a person.
He doesn't appear to be bleeding or anything, just a bit dazed, but he says, I don't know, I was just driving.
Driving super fast after you hit a person.
I mean, speeding, like, kind of illegal, I guess, but does it really warrant this much arresting?
Okay, hitting a person with your speeding truck does.
I didn't see anything.
Are you okay, sir? You seem to be a little bit dazed.
Yeah, maybe because I was just in a car crash. Maybe
remember...
get some medics or something in here.
I kind of radio to the others, and I'm like, can you get a medic over to where I am?
The police are on their way.
So, do you have any knowledge of what happened within the last, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes since you hit a person and...
Yeah, I was driving a car very legally. I saw this crazy superhero come next to me, and I was like, whoa, that's not good. And then next thing I know, my truck tumbled over and slammed into a wall, and I'm up here all,
Can I... Radio in. Why do you need a medic? Is everything okay?
This person is... Well, he kind of got slammed into a wall, but I want to make sure he doesn't, like, die on it. I think he should be fine, but, like, just precautions.
Do you need backup over there?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but I don't think it's necessary. He doesn't seem to be hostile.
Belladonna, can you keep an eye on this one? I might want to go back up Silver Slaw.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right over there.
Yeah.
I'll start.
I say, sir, if you could just stay here while I go check the contents of your truck.
Yeah, yep.
I open the back of the truck. What do I see?
You see boxes that are kind of marked, and the main thing you see is a lot of white kind of polycarbonate boxes that are kind of meant to transport highly fragile or dangerous items.
I say, sir, are these white boxes safe to open?
Yeah, they're fine.
I open one of them to see what's inside.
So before you can even see what's inside, as you open it, this gas is not the black gas that was in the syringe, but it's a different gas that's kind of it's this orangey like fog, and then you can feel yourself kind of like choking a bit, and the next thing that happens is you just kind of pass out. And Lucy, by the time you get there, there is no man in the black mask, and there is no silver sloth.
Supervisor?
Yeah.
We are a teammate down. Silver Sloth is not here. He was in a confrontation with a man.
I thought you were just in a car crash. What?
Yeah, he went and he tracked down the driver. He was in a confrontation with a man in a black mask. And I went to back him up, and he's not here now. Neither is the man. Is the truck here?
No, you don't see him.
The truck he was driving is also gone.
We're like 2 minutes away. Calm down.
Calm down!
Sorry, not you. I was talking. I'm talking to the captain guy. He's really mad because superheroes getting kidnapped. It's really bad press. You know what? Just find him as quick as possible. We'll be down with some medics. Try to keep track of him. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but we still have some time before we get there.
Okay, I'll look. Can I hardcore parkour up a building?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. Do I have to roll for this?
Not just for going up the building.
Sick. High vantage point.
Okay, that's not really dangerous.
Enhanced senses. I am searching.
This would be evaluate the situation.
Okay. That's plus.
Or sorry, assess the situation is what it's called.
Which is plus what?
That is plus superior.
Plus superior. Okay, I got a plus 0. I only got a 5. Don't see shit.
Nope, you don't.
God, it's fucking bright up here. What the hell?
Yeah, you see nothing. As you look around, you can't. The sun's getting it's getting dark, and your eyes aren't used to it. And
I haven't been a superhero for that long.
Stuff, but yeah, you don't really know what you're looking for.
Belladonna! Come in,
What?
Belladonna. Silver
Yeah?
Sloth is gone.
What? Like he ran away?
No, like he was kidnapped. I can't. Did you have a description on that truck? A license plate or anything?
Belladonna, you hear sirens coming in from behind you. It seems like the backup has finally arrived.
Oh, the police are here.
As the cars step around you, the woman, your supervisor, steps out, as well as this well-dressed man in this kind of like polycarbonate armor, it looks like. And he's just looking at her and screaming, "These are supposed to be your responsibility! They're not supposed to be in any danger! We just said that they're just supposed to be in the docks! If these people get captured and parents start hearing about it, do you know what will happen? It will be terrible! Terrible!" And she's like, "Yeah, I know! It's been like 5 minutes! We still have some time! It's not a big deal! We have tons of people! I'll tell you what, I'll head out ahead, you get her a story."
Gonna wingsuit back down towards my friend.
Alright, so you jump off and you pull your arms to the side and you're able to wingsuit back down. Are you wingsuiting back down to the corner, back to where?
Back to Belladonna.
Alright, it takes you a little while to get there because the truck didn't make it too far, but it still made it like a couple of blocks. Christian, or I'm sorry, Max, Silver Sloth, what you saw, whatever that gas was, it seemed to be fast acting, but it didn't seem to be particularly long lasting. But it was enough time where you are in normal rope restraints and you're being dragged along by this guy, and on your arm you can see this little black band, and it seems to be, it had this kind of small vial in it, though you're not sure what it is.
Before they know I'm awake, I'm gonna test my powers by trying to phase like just one of my fingers back and forth really fast.
Nothing. This has never happened to you before. There have been cases of it happening in the past. People have powers that can cancel out other powers, stuff like that. But
that black band is canceling the power.
Yes, there haven't really been any reports of technology that can do that, but you were always told expect the unexpected. So
am I able to see anything, or am I like blindfolded?
You're not blindfolded. What you see is just that you're in some sort of small brick dank tunnel, slowly being dragged along. You don't know where you came from. You don't really know where you're going.
All right.
And you can also see up ahead of you, there are two men that are just kind of waiting for the third person to arrive.
No, so my hands are like tied together like this, right?
Yeah. and it's like rope, not duct tape. You can't do the thing.
I know. Rope is debatedly easier to get out of depending on the scenario, though. So.
And it's a well-tied knot.
Rope is flammable. Can you vibrate fast enough to catch it on fire?
My
You
power
can't vibrate at all.
If I
Oh,
could
shit,
phase,
yeah.
I would just phase and the rope would fall through. Which would be kind of nice, but I can't. Anything around me that could be useful?
Make an assess the situation check.
4 plus. Wait, what's the addition to it?
Assess the situation is superior.
So 4.
So there's nothing around you, and you kind of like bump your head against the wall, and you're a bit dazed, and you're confused, and you've never been without your powers. It's always been an extension of yourself since you were 7, and so you're kind of like squirming, and you're a bit panicked. You don't really see anything around you. Mark 1 potential though. Lucy, did you do that when you failed your check?
What?
No, I forgot.
I'm like kind of falling out on this potential thing.
Yeah, pretty nice. You're really failing a lot of rolls. I'm proud of you.
Doing great, y'all.
Harry, this is a large difference from when I'm rolling a d20 with you.
It is when I give you disadvantage and you roll 2 nat 20s in a row. Yes.
That was really funny.
So you don't see anything around you, and these 2 people kind of walk up. They just look like more henchman type people. You know what a boss looks like when you see one. You haven't seen a boss.
So do I feel like particularly weak right now? Like,
yeah, you not just without your powers, but something about this wristband is kind of like draining your energy.
alright, so my hands are tied here. The wristband would be like on my wrist here, right?
Mhm.
So and the rope's tight. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah,
There's no
the rope is tight.
hands.
No, you're not gonna pull any of that. No, you got like this much wiggle room. That's it.
Alright. Well, so that's kind of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and say what's going on.
All right. Immediately, the 3 all turn to you, and they say, and one of them says, "All right, where are we at? Who is this guy?" And the next one, the one that has you, is like, "I did a little research. Apparently, his name is Silver Sloth. He has some crazy powers. So make sure the wristband's on him because he took out my truck in 1 hit. It looks like he's like, I don't know. He's related to that Silver Speeder guy. But his powers are great. They should work wonders."
So this wristband, does it look like if I smash it against the wall hard enough it would break?
You're not sure, but right now you're being dragged by the hands, so it seems like it would be difficult.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get a bearing of what I could try to do.
So I will say the vial appears to be some type of, not necessarily glass, but it looks weaker than the rest of it. Yeah.
Something that could possibly break.
Potentially, yes. Then one of them says, "All right, so we're ready to get things started."
What do you mean get things started?
The one holding you looks down at you and says, "Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Alright, so hold on. So Barry was taken out by one of the other guys. These people have serious powers, which I know is good for us, but do we really want to take the risk?" And the first one says, "You know what happens if we don't. Let's just fill our quota. Do it." And he lifts you up.
Do I have any, like, I don't have, I'm assuming they took any form of communication I have.
Yeah, they took any gadgets you had on you.
Alright.
They pick you up, and then one of them opens the door in front of you. This big iron door, one half of a double door, opens it up, throws you in there, and then throws your tablet with you, your communication device, your superhero tablet that allows you to like communicate and everything, and then closes it behind you and locks it.
All right, what's in the room? Like, how big is it?
It is a big room. Your guess is about 40 feet across. It is a large circular room, and it's like, what's the word? It's the thing machines go on where it's like you walk across it and it shakes a little bit. You know,
Catwalk?
the cross thing. The what?
A catwalk or
It's made of grating. Okay, is that the right word?
in the
Grating?
air? That's a catwalk.
Okay, so yeah, it is a catwalk, except it seems to be. It seems to, when you look down, go down a long way. It goes up maybe 20 feet before it stops at this very intricate mosaic tiling of what looks like the yin yang symbol. The other thing you notice is a lot of these bricks and such have been worn away quite a bit. This place seems to be very old. Not like hundreds of years, but compared to the most of Halcyon, which is freshly built, constantly being renewed and rebuilt skyscrapers, this place, you guess, is at least 30, 40 years old.
Well, I'm going to assume that they threw the communication device in there with me so that I could draw my superhero buddies in and that they can be captured as well.
That is a potential thing that they could have done, yes.
So, first step, I'm going to try to smash the wristband against the wall.
This is definitely a check of some type, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what type of check it would be. I think this would be pretty close to unleash your powers, because you're physically trying to unleash your powers from this wristband. But that's a plus freak. I don't know. That's the best I can think.
So freak.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happens. You smash your wristband down, and this thing breaks, but it sets off some type of alarm. You're not sure what, but you see this red light flashing on and off.
Alright, so do I have powers back yet, or?
You do have powers back, but before I even have a chance to register that, the grating below you seems to break, and you kind of fall down into the ground, and into an area that we'll get to in a second. Lucy, Maddie, aka Peregrine, and Belladonna, what are y'all doing?
I'm still with the guy, right?
Yeah, you're with your superior and the captain.
Yeah, I imagine
Okay.
we're debriefing the new arrivals.
All right, so you've kind of assessed them in the situation. Peregrine, you told them you don't have any idea. Suddenly your supervisor, who you know their superhero name is I'm sorry, that was Jonah telling me he's gonna be on soon, so we will have another person at some point. But you know her name is Powerful Blow, which I have it written down here somewhere, but I can't find it right now. So I'm just gonna say, her name is One Hit.
One Hit, okay.
Her name is One Hit, and
does she want us to call her by her superhero name in the field, or what's the...
Yeah,
okay.
she wants you to call her by her superhero name in the field, and she's been talking to you. You debrief her, and she just suddenly says, "Oh, wait, we got something. His powers, Max, his gauntlet, it came back online."
Good, where?
Here, you guys want to see this through? It's a bit dangerous, but this is technically your mission.
He's our teammate.
Yeah.
All right, follow me. And she hops in the car and
I give the sample of smoke to the cop.
all right, you give the sample of smoke to the cop. He walks back to a different cop car. There are 3 cop cars. And then she looks at you and says, "Get in the back."
I get in the back.
All right. She starts driving, and you haven't had a lot of real world experience in fighting, but this may be the most terrified you've ever been.
I jump off
The-
skyscrapers, so this is fine.
Yes, but the way she is driving makes you like sick to your stomach. It's a lot of fast turns and drifts and moving way faster than you think she should be able to. But very quickly, she gets to this large park. It's this kind of area of nature in what is otherwise a very cityscape area. And she says, "It's coming from here, but I don't see anything." And this is this small kind of gated brick park. It's not massive, but you can see the other end, but only kind of fairly distantly. You guess it's a couple 100 feet across.
So can I like sort of feel around and think about what plants are here?
I would say this is also assess the situation, which I know is something we've been using a lot, but you guys are assessing a lot, so.
Yeah. So can I assess the situation then and try to feel out the all of the
Yes.
roots of the plants and stuff?
Roll plus superior.
Yay. Uh, 10
10
plus 1, 11.
plus 1. Okay, so you get to ask 2 questions. And those questions that you can ask from are, what here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? What here is most vulnerable to me? And how can we best end this quickly?
Okay. How could we best end this quickly?
All right. So from what you know about these there have been cases of people being kidnapped and even cases of people losing their powers before, but you don't really know about that. But in the cases of people being kidnapped before, the best way to end the situation is, because kidnapping requires a lot of coordination, you want to find whoever's in charge, take them down, and that's gonna dissolve the entire organization.
Okay. What here can I use to help me find where I need to go?
Okay, so you are you put your hands on the ground and you close your eyes and you feel these plants, and it's this odd thing, Peregrine, because what you see is all the plants around Belladonna kind of move like there's wind on them, but all the wind is emanating from her, and it's this kind of, even the water begins to like move a little bit. You're not sure how, and the water in this fountain in the center, and as you notice the fountain, Belladonna, you notice that under the fountain is hollow somehow.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that information. Peregrine,
Yeah, what's up?
something's up underneath of the fountain.
Underneath the fountain?
It's hollow.
Can you tell how big the hollow space is?
You can tell the hollow space is probably 10 feet across.
It seems to
10
be
feet
about
diameter.
10 feet in diameter.
I'd like to go investigate the fountain, please.
All right. So you walk up to the fountain, and what you see is it's this beautifully made 2-tier fountain. It's fairly unornate, honestly, but it seems to be it seems to have a plaque on it, and if you read the plaque, it says, "Dedicated to our first heroes."
Dedicated to our first heroes.
And then if you look around, you see this engraving of this woman that appears to be flying, and she's got these kind of like what's her name? She's got this early airplanes kind of outfit on. I'm trying to think of the lady that went missing, but I can't remember. And then you can also see this one person that's just this man with this bow, and you can see these kind of intricate, and then as it kind of moves back behind them, less intricate people until it's just this, in the very background, it's just these kind of very simple human-like drawings that are just like the head and the body and nothing. Just like a circular head and then like a little domed body.
Okay. Can I'm gonna start poking around and like checking for secret buttons or like see if the fountain moves at all. Like check if there's any Chamber of Secret shit happening here.
So I'm not gonna make you roll for that because immediately knowing what you're looking for, you push on the fountain a little bit and you kind of feel it has some give, and it takes a lot of strength, but you're able to kind of really wrench it and kind of push it over to the side, and it opens up what appears to be a small staircase.
Belladonna?
By the way, it was on some rusty wheels. It wasn't just, you didn't just push a
I was gonna say, I do
500-pound
not have
fountain.
super strength. That is not something I can do.
No, it was on like rusty wheels. It was meant to be opened.
Going down.
You're going down?
Okay.
Yes, I'm going down.
Alright. So you guys begin to walk down into the darkness. And you guys are walking for 10-15 minutes down to the darkness. And until, because this is like a long way down. 10 minutes is a bit long, so we'll say 5 minutes. You're walking for about 5 minutes, moving carefully. And as you head down, you eventually reach this big opening, and it kind of has this city skyline of early Halcyon, which is very different than it is now. And it seems to be embedded in bronze.
I want to listen. Do I hear anything out of the unusual?
Well, let's see what you hear. Christian, Max, Silver Sloth. You have activated this alarm, and you are now falling down until eventually you land pretty hard in what looks like this.
Do I have enough reaction, or am I like to catch myself with air manipulation?
Yeah, you catch yourself with air manipulation.
That way, I prevent myself from being winded and.
Airbend real good and land on your feet, and you are ready for a fight. As you look around, you see what looks like this kind of early computer lab. You see these massive computers all around. It seems like each one has its own booth and like a very rudimentary monitor. And it seems to be an exceptionally old area. And that's what makes it so odd when you see this kind of chamber that is so out of place, because it is new and shiny, and it is pushed up into the side where it looks like you can see the remnants of this desk that has been moved out of this sort of reading area that has been moved out of the way. So it is pushed up to the side, and next to it, there's a man in a doctor's coat, and he looks at you and he says, "Well, that didn't take long."
I kind of say, "What do you mean by that?" And I shift my weight, getting ready to just move.
I've done this a couple of times. You are the fastest escapee. I'm proud of you.
Well, you see, I would like to go on my merry way. So if you could kindly.
No. By all means, go ahead.
Yes. So this has got to be some sort of trick. What do you plan to do to me?
Oh, nothing to you. That was my genuine escape attempt. Most people without their powers are left pretty helpless. So you got out. Congratulations. Go ahead.
Right. So in that case, where would you be pointing the exit to?
He points down the hallway. That way.
All right. And can you give me a rundown of what I'll see when I go that way, so that I don't kill anything that I and uncannily or unintentionally stumble upon?
That way leads to the back exit. It leads down the to this kind of a nice oasis cliff where it's a little while outside of the city, so you're gonna have to run for a little bit, and then you can run around that, and as soon as you leave there, you should be able to see the city somewhat in the distance, and run back. This is where they were originally deployed.
Where who was originally deployed?
The original heroes. What do you think?
So what was the point of capturing me and
letting you go? Yes, I know it seems a bit odd, but what sort of villain would I be if I didn't monologue? Yes. Letting you go, you're not entirely wrong. It is a bit of a ruse. Those wristbands are supposed to be difficult to escape, but I found a large number of people managed to find a way, like you, by smashing them. Unfortunately, they're very delicate instruments. I'm maybe trying to get them a bit ahead of their time. But you know what it does do? It lures people to come help you. I didn't really need you, I just needed your tablet. And then when you leave, you're going to tell people about how you were standing against me. Gives me some clout, yes.
So this is a popularity ruse.
And in some ways, yes. Everyone wants to be famous, right?
Cool, but what right now prevents me from trying to just like kick your ass right here and for trying to like capture me with that?
Well, you don't know what I can do. You could try to attack me alone without your team, while you are still, I might add, in training. I saw your gauntlet. But it seems a bit of a risk, right? If you try to attack me now, I'm not going to let you out. But if you leave, that's it. You're gone.
I want to know, first of all, where my team is.
They're on their way.
To here.
Not here specifically, but the general area.
They're going to go through the same thing I went through, essentially.
No. Our plans for them are much more sophisticated.
Oh, so you don't care about me, you just want them.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't be any very good hero if I didn't try to like save my team or whatever. You know that, right?
Yes, but I pointed you to the exit to find where they're coming in from. That would be somewhat difficult, and I've laid a number of traps around the area. So it's really a question of what do you care about more?
I mean, so you're telling me my two options are to walk out and live a life where I have no more struggle from you.
Yep.
And leave my team to be whatever you're going to do.
I won't kill them.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not going to be pleasant.
No, probably not.
Or I could attempt to save my team and not be able to escape.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's not much.
See, what's happening to them may, to some, be worse than death. But what's happening to you, you're just having an encounter. You get to leave and use this as motivation for your future heroism. But if you try to save them, then you're gonna meet the same fate as them. Is that what you want?
I say, you're not giving me very much of a choice, sir. I would much rather meet the same fate as my team than walk away and leave them to die, or worse than death. And I proceed to sprint at him with speed and attempt to whack him.
Directly engage a threat, Christian.
That's the goal. We're gonna call that an 11.
An 11. Tell me what happens.
What happens? I kind of, as I'm running at him, I kind of go up on one of the walls, super speed, and I kind of come around the curve of the wall, and I just absolutely take one of the computers from the desk, and with super speed, just
their computer booth. The computers aren't even desk computers. They are like
massive,
like 10-foot by 10-foot computers.
Well, Harry, that makes things a lot less fun. All right, so what loose objects are there on my way to?
I mean, there's still some desks and a pair of scissors.
I take the scissors.
You take the scissors?
Take the scissors. And I just absolutely stab him with the scissors.
Alright, you run up, and he makes no move to stop you as you stab him in the shoulder with the scissors. And he looks down, and he looks at the blood streak, and he goes, "Oh, shit! You really had to do that, didn't you? Had to be, quite this here. Look at this!" And he turns around, and you can see him bleeding from the back of his shoulder. "Oh, I don't even have powers, you dick!
Okay, well then why are you trying to capture my friends?
Calm down." He turns around and attempts to run out the door.
I mean, I assume I quite easily catch up to him.
Yes, you do quite easily catch up to him.
And I'm not gonna attack him again because he obviously is not a great.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Since you directly engaged a threat, you get to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress the prize, surprise, or frighten them.
I'm gonna go ahead and create an opportunity for my allies.
Create an opportunity for your allies. Okay. The opportunity you create is as he screams, Lucy and Maddie, you hear where that scream is coming from.
That way.
Yeah. Let's go.
Take off running.
All right, so as soon as
I
you enter,
follow.
you see this massive room with these large displays. They're not modern. They are far from modern. They are tube-ass displays, but they are large, and they're kind of hanging from the ceiling. And you see this kind of giant circular table also implanted with the yin-yang symbol. That's the first room you enter. And as you turn to the right where the screaming is coming from, you enter this long hallway, and you can see these kind of large metal mannequins with some recognizable superhero suits from the early days of superhero-dom.
Are they
but
all
you are-
heroes, or are there any villains here?
No villains here.
Interesting.
Do we see Silver Sloth?
You run up, but as you're running, a large metal door slams down in front of you,
Hells.
and another one behind you.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
And the area begins to fill up with this black gas.
Oh.
Okay, way out, way out, way out, way out. Can I try and find a way out?
I'm gonna fill my lungs with plants.
Create your own oxygen. Just
I don't think that's quite gonna work, but if you guys have any other ideas.
Any ideas that don't involve filling your lungs with
I
plants?
think it would work.
just stop having to
They would
breathe,
have something.
period.
I'm gonna say a no to that one, I'm sorry.
Okay, Hells.
Hey, what do you mean they have to breathe?
No. Wait. How much oxygen can I create for myself by turning myself partially into a plant?
Not enough to sustain you and everyone else.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold my breath.
Alright, you hold your breath. Okay, so everyone hold their breath, and one hit is looking around, and she's like, this is not good. And she takes her arm, and she immediately punches the door, and she creates this massive dent in it. It's pushed backwards, and then immediately, as you're kind of celebrating this idea of, oh, let's get out of here, yay! As she touches the wall, this large robotic arm reaches down, grabs her arm, and pulls her up into this chute in the roof.
Shooting the roof, that's the way out, though! Can I just, like, leap straight up and try and scramble in?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
You-
go too.
All right, you, Lucy, you leap up and you kind of push yourself against the walls, and then you reach down and you kind of grab Maddie's hand, and you, Maddie, I'm gonna say you make a platform plant or something for yourself, and you pull her up, and then you start kind of, you guys start shimmying up your way up this large metal chute. It's not too long of a shimmy as this gas goes on below you. It's not too long of a shimmy before you enter what is the next room in your journey, which is this large blank white room. There's some exposed wires in the area, and it seems to be flashing a little bit. Is also a control console at the far side of the far wall, but wherever this metal arm took one hit, you don't know.
So she's not in here?
No.
Can I stop and use my enhanced senses? Listen really hard, see if I can hear her or anyone else.
All right. This would be another assess the situation.
Okay, that's plus. What? What is that plus?
That is plus superior.
Great. 6. Barely a success.
6 is a failure, actually.
Oh shit! I thought 6. Oh no, it's 7 to 9. Just kidding.
Yeah, 7 to 9. 6 is a failure. So, you're running around and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you think for a second that maybe this control panel controls the mechanical arm, and so you start. By the way, mark 1 potential.
Yep. Gonna level up soon.
Yep. So you start kind of controlling everything, and suddenly the room lights up, and what you see is this massive underground cavern where you see this kind of dark cloud surrounding everything, and it has these glowing red eyes, and the eyes seem to be like burning. They're not like normal eyes, they're like 2 fireballs, and it says I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
Who am I? Like we haven't fought on enough occasions.
No, I don't. I'm afraid I don't recognize you. What are you?
Like we haven't fought on enough occasions.
Can you say anything other than that?
You know who I am.
I super don't.
You know who I am.
Okay. Is there anything I can throw? What? Is there a barrier between us and this?
No.
Is there anything I can throw?
The room's totally empty. If you have something on you, you think you can throw.
My phone. I don't want to throw that. Get the earpiece. I need that. Otherwise, I'm in my suit.
Wait, I'm in there too, right?
Hmm?
I'm gonna try to grow some plants at him.
There are no plants around here for you to use.
There's nothing I can like.
You can
create,
grow
like,
some from your body, but they're not. It's not nearly as powerful as you would like. You can't really.
There were
use
some
them
on the
very well to
floor
attack.
below us, right? She could coax some up through the vent we came through.
There was some moss. It would. I'll let you roll for it, but it would take some doing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, this would be wield your power.
Pew, pew. Okay. What do I add to wield your power?
Freak.
Freak?
Yeah.
Then that's a
Christian.
12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have studied your powers long enough to know that you are never without your plant buds. So you feel the moss from down below, and immediately so you get to pick 2. Take hold of something vulnerable to you, create something useful from your environment, or neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
Say that again.
You get to take hold of something vulnerable, create something useful in the environment, or neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
I'll neutralize a threat and I'll create something useful. What should I create?
Weapons? I don't know.
Okay.
Way
Grass
out.
sword.
So here's what I'll say. Here's what happens. As this moss kind of grows around this chute in this room, this it's kind of this trippy thing because this is this massive large cavern, right? It's this underground cavern, think Batcave. But then suddenly there's moss growing around it on the ground and in the air too. And it begins to form this outline of this room that you were in just earlier, letting you know that this is some sort of illusion. And as you run up to this computer console, you are actually able to find the control that Lucy was not able to find earlier. You were able to find the controls for...
Door open! Door open!
Well, not just for the door, but also for the metal arms. So you can take one to you.
Do we get one hit back?
As the metal arm comes back, you don't see one hit with it, but it can, if you follow where it goes, it can lead you to where they might be.
Sounds good. Let's do that.
Where's Silver Sloth?
Well, we still haven't found him yet, which could be a problem.
I'm just his name.
You're gonna start shouting Silver Sloth's name?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Christian,
Yeah.
you are, trying to deal with this intruder? You're not quite sure. This man that calls himself a villain. But suddenly you hear very faintly, Silver Sloth! Silver Sloth!
I think to myself, I'll find them in a second. I need to figure out. I use my action to try and overpower a vulnerable foe.
I think that's very accurate. Roll plus danger.
That's an 8.
8. So you get to choose two. You have to choose two. Take a powerful blow in return, you hurt the foe more than you intended, or you cause serious collateral damage.
I'm going to cause some collateral damage with my, I guess, wind, and hurt the foe a little more than I intended to.
All right. So, he's like screaming at how you attacked him, even though he doesn't have a power. And you're done with this. He's been threatening your friends. So you run up to him, take him, slam him against the wall, and he is very hurt. And you actually accidentally slam the scissors into him a bit more, and you see his arm kind of slump to the side, and you can tell there's some serious nerve damage here. And he kind of falls to the ground. He's like, what the fuck did you do? I
say, I will help you get medical attention once you tell me how to save my fucking friend.
The other thing you do is you cause collateral damage. You slam him against the wall, and you push off, and the wind that you were kind of like using to propel yourself forward to keep him from running away, you think this place was a little bit more, was a little bit worn away, because as you use the wind, some more of those large gratings come down from wherever you were before, and they slam down onto the ground, and one of them hits a computer, which immediately begins sparking, catching some very old paper on fire, and that fire is beginning to spread.
Great.
It is quite the unforeseen series of events, but...
I'll say, you can go once you tell me how to save my friends.
How the... Just go find them and get them out of here. That's how you save them. No, I'm not without perseverance.
Wait, what did you say?
He said, no, I am not without perseverance.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dash him the rest of the way out the tunnel really quick. Tie him up with the rope he tied me up with.
So you're gonna take him the rest of the way out of the tunnel?
Well, the point is I'm gonna like tie him up and make sure he can't get away so we can get more information from him.
Alright, so you tie him up, you make sure he can't get away. You tie him up, he's very hurt. Do you remove the scissors from him?
Sure.
You remove the scissors from him, he kind of yells a bit at that, and he's bleeding quite a bit. You've tied him up, you've thrown him against the wall. Anything else you want to do?
I want to go find my friends.
All right, so you run and you start following the boys until eventually you guys have been following this narrow path that's only meant. Sorry, I should say, Peregrine and Belladonna, you've been following this narrow path that's really only meant for this metal arm. So it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but you guys are persevering, pushing your way through, and it's been leading you down until you kind of pop out. You kick open this hatch that is very well blended into the decor of this room, and in front of you you can see this computer lab where Christian was kind of fighting, but you can also see as right as this is happening, you can also see to the side this small little chamber where you can see one hit through this little glass tube, and she seems to be punching the chamber, but it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot.
Is this a big is this a chamber that was like the only thing that wasn't ancient in this?
No, that remains empty. The one that they're seeing is hidden behind the wall. It does seem out of place though.
Okay.
Really?
They see me.
Is Jonah gonna come at any point or nah?
He's gonna come after break.
Okay, well, it's like 9:10.
We're gonna break at 9:30.
Sick.
So what are you guys doing?
Is there any sort of control panel or anything? Any way I can see to get this hatch open?
You're only barely seeing it from its entry point. You don't know where its control point is.
Well, if one hit can't break it, there's no hell way I can.
Plans?
Worth a try.
Okay.
Wait, so do I see them now, or I at least hear them?
You hear the grate pop open, and you can kind of hear them rustling around.
Well, I do my best to try and get to them.
All right, so you can see them kind of up in the roof messing around.
I guess with air manipulation, I can kind of levitate up to them.
Yeah, you can't really fly, but small bursts like that you can do.
Alright, so, yeah, I get up there and I'm like, hey guys, the exit's that way.
Oh!
We can't leave one hit.
One hit's here. When did that happen?
One hit's been here.
We called it back up when you disappeared.
I
Yeah.
guess that would make sense. So where's one hit?
She got grabbed.
You can kind of point. You kind of point to this outcropping, which, even the metal that this tube is made out of, that this extra tube is made out of, seems different. This entire area seems like it's being cleared specifically for this purpose, though you're not sure what that purpose is.
Can I get up there?
So you kind of crawl in. The glass is enclosed, but the glass is enclosed, and you can't really figure out another way into the actual control part of this area. You think you'd probably have to like smash through the wall or something.
How
I can
strong
fit
is?
through it.
Oh, can you?
I
Oh
go
yes,
ahead,
Christian can.
I phase through the wall.
So what you find is kind of odd because you can phase very easily through the wall. You can still phase through the kind of plastic stuff that one hit is dealing with, but not as easily.
Interesting.
But you can phase through the brick wall easy to get to the control area.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Do we want to break now? I know it's a little bit early, but
Yeah, we can break now.
Okay.
Well, how does the break work? Do we just like get off for 30 minutes?
yeah, don't turn your camera off. I'm just gonna switch
Not
our.
for 30 minutes, just for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Fine.
We'll be right back, guys.
All right. So unfortunately, Jonah is not gonna come after all for just a bunch of
Personal
stuff, but
reasons.
yeah, personal reasons. Let's go with that.
He'll be here
And
next time.
He will be here next time. Yes. And we're just gonna hop right into it, because I don't know of anything else to do. I'm not good at this, so let's just go back in. So, where Christian, you had just phased into this.
That sounds about right.
Mhm.
So I phased into the room with her name's One Hit.
One hit, yes.
And now I need to figure out how to get her out of there, right?
You do. She says, "These damn walls won't break." By the way, Streamcat is here. Hi, Streamcat.
Alright, so what's in the dome? Or room, or whatever she's enclosed in?
It's an exceptionally small room, actually. You're kind of like pushing against her to like stay in this area.
If I hold
Literally
her,
nothing. It's glass and empty.
If I hold her,
Sterilized.
could I and then I vibrate
clear
really
plastic.
fast? Would that allow her to vibrate with me?
It could.
Could I try that?
You can.
Okay, I attempt.
You do not vibrate.
You mean she does not vibrate?
No, I mean you do not vibrate.
I do not vibrate.
You do not vibrate.
I can no longer vibrate.
You cannot vibrate.
Am I in contact with them too still?
Yeah. They can see you.
I wave my hand and say, well, I can no longer vibrate, so we're in a bad situation.
Yeah, that's
You
not
suddenly
good.
begin, Christian, you suddenly begin, or Max,
No, really.
you suddenly begin feeling weak again. Like you did when you had that bracelet on.
I see. It connects now. It all connects.
Okay.
Yes, it all connects.
The dude was saying about how the bracelet was too fragile and breakable, so he built the chamber instead.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm inside of the chamber.
Yes.
Anyways. That's lovely.
You're
guys
slowly
should get
beginning
out
to
of
get
here.
weaker.
We gotta get a way to get him out. Any ideas, Belladonna? Can you maybe grow some plants in the brick and break it down?
I can try. I'm gonna go ahead and try to break apart the structure with like vines and stuff.
Alright, so you don't have access to a bunch, but you're able to, you take a deep breath, and then you reach out your hands and you pull these vines that begin pulling from the walls and the bricks begin to shatter. That will be wielder powers.
Okay,
Please
so I
do.
roll the d6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus.
Oh, by the way, make sure you are rolling, make sure you're keeping in mind your, insecureness.
How do I do that? To defend someone or reject others? Yeah, that doesn't.
It hasn't come into effect yet. I'm just telling you to keep an eye on it. But
Yeah.
remind people before we move on. All right.
Cool. That's 5, and then plus 4, and then plus 2.
5 plus 4. Oh yeah. Plus 2, so that's an 11.
Yeah.
So the vines themselves seem to be having trouble breaking the thing apart, but you are able to like get the vines to grab this brick and kind of point it and then smash down on it, and you're not able to open it totally. Real quick, you get to pick 2. So you get to pick Streamcat out of the way. Take hold of something vulnerable to you, create something useful from your environment, or neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now. Pick 2 of those.
Does neutralize count as
Or I'm sorry. Choose one of those. You don't get to choose those. That's the wrong thing. No, yeah, you choose two. I'm sorry. Streamcat is in the way of my papers.
Okay, so neutralize a threat. Does that include destroying a wall by any chance?
I mean, it's a threat.
Chamber
Is what?
This chamber counts as a threat.
Okay, then I will neutralize the threat.
Okay.
And I will create
What's the other
something
thing?
useful.
Okay. So the first thing you do is you neutralize the threat. The next thing you do is so you slam this brick down and you manage to break open this glass, and you don't really manage to break it open all the way, but as soon as it is cracked enough where a little piece of plastic, Christian, falls onto your head, as soon as that seal is broken, you suddenly feel a lot better. But as that happens, one hit's eyes suddenly go wide. The other thing you do, Maddie, is in destroying this area, you actually find another hallway that none of you guys had seen before by breaking apart the bricks.
Interesting. Is everyone okay?
I appear to be so.
Can you
One hit walks over to walls of the chamber and tries to punch it, and it still doesn't budge.
She's still stuck?
You're not really stuck because Maddie's broken away enough of it where you can there's a hole big enough where you can kind of squeeze out. One of you's got to be
One hit. I mean, is one hit still stuck?
No.
Okay. We should get out of here.
She says, "Someone look me up."
Yeah, Belladonna, help.
Okay.
I create a platform of air for her to.
I can just do plant.
It can't really work that well, but Maddie reaches down a vine and Belladonna grabs it.
What? Think about the sentence.
One hit grabs it, not Belladonna.
Or yes, that one hit grabs it and gets pulled up and then reaches down a hand to you, Christian, or Max, or
whoever the hell's down there.
I grab on.
One of the three of you.
Go up.
You grab the vine and you go up. That happens. Then one hit walks to the side again and punches one of the brick walls in this new hallway that you guys have found. After she kind of slides down to it. So I'm sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of describing this. There's the chamber, and then Maddie, you have cleared out an area where you can kind of crawl over the chamber, and then on the other side of that, you have opened up this area into a new hallway that has been unexplored.
Understood.
So she is on the side of that hallway, and
punched a wall.
She punches a wall, and it still doesn't move.
That's not supposed to happen.
No, it's very much not. Or sorry, that was the Chief's voice. No, hold on. No, it's not. I don't know. It's not budging.
I'll be right back, and I quickly dash out to the person that I had tied up and bring him back.
He is still tied up, but he is now sat in that empty chamber, and he pushes a button on, kind of smashes it with his hand on the inside, and some more of this black gas, similar to what you found in the what's it called? The syringe begins to fill the chamber.
Time to go. We can figure out what's up with one hit's powers later. We gotta get out of here right now.
Yeah, I am cool with that.
I'm cool with that. I snag this person that just hit a button and say, "You."
How are you doing that? Well, they're inside of this chamber and it's filled with black gas. You can't even see them.
Oh, I thought. Oh, he went into the chamber in the middle that was
into the out of place chamber that I told you about when you first entered. That one. There are a lot of chambers that I gotta keep straight. This is a smaller cylindrical, also made of white plastic chamber that he's barely enough to fit
don't have time to dilly-dally. Let's take what we got and get out.
All right, you're taking what you got and you're getting out?
Yep.
All right, so you guys turn to run, and Christian, you can run very fast, but you take one more look back, and you notice that the man who you had stabbed, you didn't get his name. This man that called himself a villain, sort of separates his hands, and the ropes around them snap immediately.
Oh. I think I just connected some dots. That dude in the chamber stole one of his powers.
How?
Well, he just used super strength to break through these ropes that,
Well, we can't leave him.
That's not possible. No one's ever stolen someone else's power. There have been records of people temporarily stopping someone's powers, but they're part of the DNA. You can't steal them.
And when did he even have the chance?
I mean,
when he had her in that chamber.
But he didn't. I mean, he didn't interact with her at all in the chamber.
it must be something technological.
Or one of the gases.
As you guys are trying to debate this and walking, you suddenly hear this smashing coming from behind you.
Oh no.
As this
Uh-oh.
plume of dust, brick dust, kind of appears, and you smell the smell of smoke as this fire that Christian lit has begun spreading around the room. And so you see, silhouetted by this fire, this once unintimidating man bleeding with his arm slumped to his side, is now just looking at you, cocking his head and saying, "See, villain."
Okay, go.
No. I'm gonna create a big wall of grass behind where we go.
All right, this would be. You're not. Hold on. I'm trying to think. This would be defend because you were trying to defend one hit. So
Mhm.
roll plus savior.
Savior. And then I'm trying to defend someone too, so that would be -2 for insecure.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 5 again. So that's -2 and then +1, so just -1. So that is an 8.
You get an 8. Okay, so you keep them safe, but it costs you. So here's what happens. Hold on. You get to either add team to the pool, which we haven't really gotten into because you guys haven't had a formal fight. So I suppose we can start the actual fight part now. You guys start out since you are. So to go over how team works. Team is essentially this collection of points that you guys have as a team, and you can use them to give you pluses on your rolls. For now, you start out with 1 plus, because this is your first battle with a dangerous foe. You start out with 1, and you don't have a leader, so you don't get that one. And then you add another 1, so that's 2. But your team is ill-prepared and off-balanced, so you only have 1 team. So you can use that at any time to give you +1 on your roll. So, Maddie, since you're defending, this is why this is important. So you guys have 1 team, keep that in mind, and this is your first fight. Though you don't actually have to beat the person, you can just run away. Add a team to the
I
pool.
think that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. You can pick one of those.
What are we thinking?
So what are the options again? Team and...
It is team, influence over someone you protect, which in this case it would have to be 1 hit, or clear a condition.
None of us have any conditions right now, so that's out.
No,
Maddie has a condition.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually have a condition.
That
She's
could be
the only one
bad.
that could clear it.
You might want to clear that if you can.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and clear that.
Okay, so here's what happens. Maddie creates this massive wall of. Hold on. Streamcat is causing issues. Maddie creates this massive wall of vines, and as this villain who you don't know the name of continues trying to punch these vines keep coming up and like blocking the way. But Maddie, you have to concentrate on this a lot. So and you can't keep it forever. So while everyone else moves ahead, you are now farther behind.
Got it. Can the plan be that like Silver Sloth runs back and grabs me really quick?
I mean, this is you're exposing yourself to danger. If you move at all, he will be able to burst through these vines and have a chance to hit you.
Yeah, so let's have everyone go as far away as possible. Me get grabbed and pulled out of the... Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, I would like to get out of here if at all possible. So we're running ahead, and Belladonna stops to try and slow down the as of yet unnamed supervillain and gets a little bit left behind.
Well, you could have asked him his name. You didn't.
When would he's trying to kill us? Just hold on, everybody. Time out. Hold on.
No reason to be rude.
There's a fire in the other room, but let's have some manners, folks. Let's go around the circle, tell everybody your name and one interesting fact about yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's the polite thing to do when you're meeting your new supervillain.
So,
okay, so I'm gonna stay behind and do this, and then Silver Sloth is gonna come grab me, and we're gonna run, right?
all right. I missed the last like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna need a debrief.
I'm holding him off with vines. He can't really punch through vines because they keep growing.
You're gonna have to grab her though and get her out of there.
But
Right.
you also don't know how long you can hold it for. This isn't indefinite.
Harry.
He's still like...
Harry, if I phase fast enough, do I become invisible?
No.
Who's behind you?
That is my dad and my mom.
Oh.
So yes, Maddie, if you open up a small hole big enough to fit me through the vines in the bottom, I could dash through really fast and stab him with the scissors that I already stabbed him with.
Why don't we just run?
Yeah, or we could get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. This guy was mean to me. I want to stab him.
The compound is
You
on
stabbed him
fire!
with a pair of scissors!
I stabbed him with a pair of scissors.
Just grab me and we're running. Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm gonna snag Maddie and we're gonna dash.
Alright, so you snag Maddie and you're gonna dash. Christian, this would actually
That's what
be
he
you
said.
defending Maddie now, in turn.
This would be what?
You defending Maddie, because Maddie exposed herself to a threat in her last role. You are now trying to reduce that threat, so you are now defending her.
I roll savior.
So this is right up your alley.
Well, that's an 11 plus 2.
The moment, Maddie, you start concentrating on these vines, this unnamed supervillain punches through them, but before the vines even have time to clear, you are gone.
Thanks.
Okay.
So
I would now
as you guys
get-
are running,
So I now either add team or take influence over Maddie.
you actually get to choose two.
Well, there's no conditions.
Oh yeah, no. You keep them safe and you choose one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
What would having influence over somebody do? Like, what exactly does that
You would
do?
have influence over Maddie, which is a bit of an odd thing.
You can give her a +1, I think, in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, when you have influence over someone, take +1 to all moves targeting them, including rejecting their influence. When you take advantage of your influence over
I'm
someone.
gonna add team to the pool because there's no need in me having influence over Maddie right now.
Well, When you take
Yeah.
advantage of the influence you have over her, you can take an additional +1 on a move targeting them, inflicting addition to them, or give them a -2 they made just after a roll.
Or if you get another influence, you can allow her to shift her labels up by 1 and down by 1. And if you have an influence over everyone, you can declare yourself team leader and add more team to the pool.
This is complicated.
I'm gonna go
It
ahead
is a
and
big
take
complication.
influence over Maddie.
You're gonna take influence over Maddie. So
Maddie,
Christian,
I'm
you now, or sorry,
I
Maddie, or I should say Belladonna, you see Silver Sloth in a new light because you'd always kind of seen him as like another one of the Silvers, but now you kind of see him. He genuinely cares. He ran back and
He's a
he
team
grabbed
player.
you, and he's
He
a team
risked his
player. And he helped
life.
you. And he risked his life, and he didn't have to do that, especially because you're a superhero. You could have handled yourself. So you kind of see him in this new light as he has done this, and you now care a bit more about what he thinks of you.
Yay.
Yay! Woo!
Can we get away
Everything's
from the
going
supervillain
really
now?
Yeah, you guys are running. This supervillain is injured. They were just a villain. Now they're a supervillain. They're injured, so they can't really follow you too well. So you are able to run out of this area.
Great. How's One Hit doing?
Physically, she's fine, but she is freaking the fuck out. She is hyperventilating. She is like,
Okay.
going.
I'm gonna try and keep her calm. Just deep breath. It's gonna be okay.
This is considered a comfort or support action.
Yeah, I roll mundane for this, right?
On a good note, I would like to mention that I have said person's DNA on a scissors.
It's true.
Oh.
Good point.
Nice.
I haven't got a 9.
You got 9,
Yeah.
including your mundane and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so on a 9.
Mixed success. Empathize.
Yes, you have empathize. So, roll plus mundane on a hit, you reveal vulnerability.
They reveal
Yeah,
a
so-
vulnerability.
They reveal vulnerability. They say, I've never really. Hold on, that's not their voice. They say, I've never really felt this before. I mean, I just.
Oh, actually, no. This is comfort or support.
Oh,
They
yes.
mark potential clear condition or shift labels.
You are the DM now because I totally forgot that. You were like, it's empathize, and I was like, okay.
I lied. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah. So they mark potential. They can't do that. They clear a condition. So they have cleared the condition of being hopeless.
Excellent. That's good.
Hopelessness is bad.
It's gonna be
Hopelessness
okay.
is bad.
Hopelessness is good sometimes.
Just take a deep breath. We'll figure this out. Okay, we'll get help.
You're. This can't be the first time this has happened. I'm sure there are people that know what they're doing.
There's got to be a way to fix it. Okay.
You're right. It's fine. This guy's just a lower level supervillain. Never even seen him before. It's easy.
Do we know if he's with any of the organizations, or is he a lone wolf? What's happening?
The organization, they have to communicate before they do stuff like this.
Okay.
They did not communicate.
So this is real then. This is not like a stunt.
No, but they didn't even have powers. It's fine.
Well, they do now.
It's been 15 years since something like this. We'll get some higher level superheroes. They'll be able to stop it. It's gonna be easy. You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna get my powers
Everything's
back.
gonna be just fine.
Everything's gonna be fine. Smashing in the background
Oh my God.
as you hear smoke.
Buildings
Or
on
as you hear
fire.
smoke, as you smell smoke.
How fast can I? The city's kind of in the distance. How fast can I sprint to the city and back with somebody in tow?
With someone in tow, it's probably 20 minutes there and back.
Wait, can I ask? Are you like flash fast, or are you just like faster than a normal person?
Somewhere in between. The Flash can run around the Earth in a second. I'm not going to give him that
Okay.
ability, but I'm.
Damn it.
Towards the beginning of the series, he could not.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm considering you Flash at the beginning of the series.
All right, fast enough to be difficult to see when you move.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you are running that fast, then I'd say it's more like 10-15 minutes.
All right. You
But
guys
there's
are
a couple
heading
miles.
away from Strong Man. I'm gonna take one hit back quick as fast as possible, and I'll come and get you guys.
All right. So you're just transporting there and back.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend the next amount of time to get as close to the city.
Right, so you spend like the next hour transporting people there and back. And then you spend the next couple hours debriefing just so many police on what the hell just happened.
And I make sure to give them scissors full of DNA.
You give them scissors full of DNA. That's good. They consider that very helpful.
Is the police we talked to earlier here?
Yeah, he's there.
Excuse me. Did you manage to analyze the sample that I got you earlier? Do we know what that was?
Okay. As I say this, I need you to remain calm.
Okay.
That's never a good statement.
According to all of our equipment, there is nothing in this syringe.
What? But there's clearly something in the syringe.
I know, but it has no mass, it has no density, there's nothing in here.
What?
How is that possible?
Wait, it has to have a mass and density if it's air.
If it exists, it has to have mass and density. You are correct, but it doesn't.
But it's right there.
The only thing it's been giving off is high levels of energy. But it's in a vacuum. It's not possible.
What type of energy?
So when we looked at it, it gave off a massive amount of gamma energy.
Oh, good. Good.
Gamma energy creates giant green things.
Not always.
Sure.
But
But this is a vacuum, so it's impossible for it to just be energy.
But it's smoke.
Spontaneous matter and all that. Exactly, it's a gas. So I don't.
It's in a syringe. Okay.
I don't understand it.
we will
Should we
assume that physics just got broken and continue from there.
turn that over to the guild? Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna have some guild people look into it.
Okay.
What are they gonna do?
Well, I mean, they're superheroes and stuff. Like they have labs and science people
We've dealt with some strange
And
stuff
commercials?
and
Before. Do you remember the
commercials.
invasion?
You know, they have the endorsement money.
Now, this was less of a thing. But do you remember the invasion of the Lesser Shogoths a couple of years ago?
Yeah. I wrote a
You
paper
remember
on
that?
it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That was one of the marketing team's big things. You know, technically, they had to register it as a parade.
Oh, really? Oh.
Regardless, those things were able to exist from nothing, but that was due to interdimensional stuff. My suspicion is something like that is going on, but I don't know.
Are there any supers that aren't just all flashy that can actually like help?
Oh yeah, we got superheroes that can help.
I mean, they're all
If this is-
super well trained if they're part of the guild, and they're really powerful.
Okay.
So some of the newer members haven't really had to deal with a lot of actual superheroes, but
I mean, heroism's still part of the guild.
heroism is still part of the guild. And believe me, back when he was getting started, this was not as big of a deal as it is now.
I mean, he fought Inferno, so
Yeah, when you say that name, the police chief kind of like tenses a bit, and he's like, let's not go talking like that now.
Well,
This
I mean-
guy's he's just a thug. He's just a thug
with superpowers
He's-
that he
that
stole.
he just got.
Well, he stole them.
For all we know, this is just temporary.
Well, he did steal someone's superpowers,
Get
though.
multiple superpowers at once.
And if
But
he could do
the
that,
superpower might transfer back. I don't know.
Temporary or not, this is quite serious.
this is not
And
good.
we have to assume the
Exactly.
worst.
That's why we're gonna put a reason.
Stack superpowers on superpowers on superpowers.
What?
We have to assume the worst.
I mean, he kidnapped Silver Sloth right out of the street. I mean, if he can do that to other heroes, then and keep collecting powers, he could be really dangerous.
That's why we're not gonna let that happen. But you know what? You guys dealt with him for the time being. This isn't your case anymore.
Should we like?
You're not cops. This wasn't your case in the beginning. You're like interns.
It's our we're superhero interns. It's kind of our job. Should we like tweet out a warning or something? Like
the last thing we want to do is give this guy a platform.
Well, don't we have to
If we
warn?
give out a platform, it's going to make people scared, and he's going to gather followers.
Well, can
He
you
doesn't
like
need followers?
email blast the various organizations?
Yes, we're gonna talk to the guild and some of the other organizations.
There's gonna be leaks about this,
You know,
People will find
reporters,
out.
man.
People are gonna be scared.
As long as we limit it to rumors until this is dealt with, it should be fine.
How can we say that we're heroes if we don't even let the people know that they might be in danger?
Because it's a matter of trying to do more harm than good. It's a matter of doing more harm than good. These guys.
Can I double check on the fact that we're in a comic book universe known for the intrepid reporter, and we're gonna keep it to rumors?
I feel like
That'll
that's
work.
kind of gaming.
They're gonna try. So, he looks at you, and he's like, regardless, you guys can calm down. You don't have to worry about this. We're gonna give this to some very experienced heroes. They're gonna be able to take this guy down. It's gonna be no problem. In fact, I bet he's gonna be gone by the end of the next couple days.
Hey. Okay.
How do you know?
Take your word on it.
I mean, I was a teenager when Inferno was at its height. Believe me, this is nothing like that. When Inferno was around, people were scared. So you're talking about this guy being like Inferno? He's not.
Well, no, that's not. I mean, I just was using that as an example because, like, heroism can do pretty much anything, right?
He can.
Yeah.
Poisonous mushroom doesn't just go away overnight.
Yes, but you can try to avoid eating it, and then it doesn't do any damage.
You can rip it out by its roots. Do
Not if
fungi
you don't-
have roots? They do, right?
Modified parasite.
Mushrooms are half roots. They're
You won't get rid of a mushroom just by pulling it out of the ground. It'll still be there. It'll grow.
Okay. Well,
This
that's
guy's
not
not a
reassuring.
if we put him in jail, he's gonna be in jail.
Again, he punched through walls.
We
Fair
have
point.
places that can handle people with super strength.
Okay.
So does he.
That's true. He
Apparently.
did have a way of neutralizing our powers, right?
You know, I couldn't like phase. It was not helpful. It was not fun.
Do you still hold on? I'm gonna ask you, Christian. Do you still have the wristband he was using?
Well, I mean, I didn't like. If it fell on the ground, I didn't pick it up. But once the vial was smashed, I just kind of ignored it.
Alright, so you probably don't have it.
So if the wristband was still on, but the file was just smashed, then yes.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you probably do have it. He says, "Can I take a look at that actually?"
I'm like, sure. I guess I kind of take it off as best I can.
He grabs it and he says, "Okay, the only other thing we need to worry about, and I'm keeping you appraised of the investigation, but I don't want you guys telling others about that this guy even exists, okay?
Why not?
Because if you guys weren't old enough to really remember Inferno, but when he was around,
That doesn't mean we're stupid.
no, but Inferno, supervillains aren't just about supervillains. They're like heroes. The more heroes they are, and the more people see them, the more crime is suppressed. The same is true for villains. The more villains there are, and the more people see the villains, the more people think they can get away with what they do. So that's what we're trying to avoid.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Whether you agree with it, I'm sorry to say this is irrelevant. It is the official stance of the police department. We can't let this guy get any press.
When has the police department ever been right?
Got him.
This is all universe. People are too worried about aliens to be racist.
A better world.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Of
Could
course.
you imagine if all we had to worry about was aliens trying to enslave humanity instead of all the
God.
stuff we have to worry about now?
That'd
What an
be
awesome
so
place that
much
would be.
better.
We'd be worrying about all of them.
I
You
hope
know,
not.
aliens would be trying to enslave humanity, and there would still be problems about like everything.
Yeah, it's the human condition. We suck.
The worst.
We are the worst. That's true.
Comic book world, we're heroes. Stay
Yes, you're
upbeat,
comic-
positive.
Woo! This is a very upbeat
Yeah.
thing. Christian didn't stab someone for no reason.
He had a reason. Who's the villain?
He said a bad word earlier. I'm just saying.
That's reason to stab someone.
Ah, fuck! What the hell did you just say?
Just get ready to stab people. Yep. So you guys have been debriefed by the chief. Unless you have any more questions. Do you have any more questions?
I've
good?
got a few words for that man, but I'll save them for another time
No, but I have
So-
an idea.
in another world.
As you walk out, you are standing face to face with SmackDown, who's just waiting out front.
Oh fuck.
He is standing there smiling. SmackDown has mottled gray skin with scales that look like rocks jutting out of a lot of it, and these like patches. His fists are like incredibly large, so it almost looks like his arms, which are also exceptionally large, almost seem like kind of noodle arms compared to them.
But
It's the kind of odd look.
Strength.
Is SmackDown is of the guild or is he our boss?
SmackDown is one of the big three. He is like
Oh shit.
the shit.
Fuck the hell.
Hello, SmackDown. How are you?
He is 10 feet tall. He is imposing, and he looks down at you and he's like,
Hello.
I'm gonna grow some plans to be taller than him.
You grow some plants up, and he's like, nice trick.
I'm taller than you.
Are you guys the ones that were with the guy?
Depends on which guy you're talking about, but probably.
The small timer, the new one.
Oh, the new villain. Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
Good job handling your own. You'll make fine heroes someday. All right, I gotta go talk to them.
That
Oh,
was so nice.
One more thing. I know you already talked to the police, but we're gonna need to talk to you a bit more. So he reaches into his pocket and he takes out what looks like this business card. It is white and gold, white with gold trim, and these gold words that say the guild. And it has an address, but none of you need the address. You know where the guild building is.
Oh.
And a phone number. And he hands it to you and he says, head over there. They've got your face. We're gonna need to talk to you about some stuff.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Okay.
You got it, Chief.
And as you're walking by, this guy says, hey, that's SmackDown. And it's like, yeah, don't wear it out. And then he walks into the police building.
SmackDown smokes 10 packs a day.
Yep.
Aw, that's.
We got a
So-
compliment
Maybe super strong,
from
but
the guild.
tell them that lung strength is not the same.
You can't fist fight lung cancer.
I mean, you're just not gonna do much.
Brother mine.
All right, so I think that's where we're gonna end the
Wait,
session.
real quick.
Oh yeah.
Before we end. Okay, before we head over to the guild building.
I should point out it's like 1:00 in the morning right now.
Oh fuck. Never mind. I was gonna text my friend. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Next time.
All right.
Fuck, I have school in the morning. That was the character's realization, by the way.
Yeah.
I got class.
So we're gonna end it there. We will be back in 2 weeks from now on Monday, as we will hopefully every 2 weeks. This session will last 3 to 4. This game will last 3 to 4 sessions. But if superheroes isn't really your thing, next time we will be doing a horror one. We're trying to decide on the system right now. So just keep an eye out for that. Next time we will have Jonah and then next arc we will have Emma join us as well. So right now we have a pretty small group. That's going to change in the future. But thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. If you liked this, then check out all of our stuff. I don't know what stuff we have. We have a Twitch. We have a YouTube. Those are things.
We have a Twitch, a Twitter, and a YouTube. Go ahead and give us a follow if you want updates on upcoming games, etc., etc. All of
Can I
the
make us-
VODs will be up on YouTube at some point. And obviously, if you're here, you already have our Twitch.
Can I
Let's
make
go.
us an Instagram?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yay!
We will have an Instagram soon,
Okay.
apparently.
Yeah.
So we can all take a bow. I have been your GM, Harry Marshall. I appear here on Saturdays currently, although that may change, for Chaos Complex. And that's pretty much it. You can find me on Chromatic Chimera on the first Tuesday of every month to do Elsewhere, which Lucy GMs. And I think that's pretty much it for me. Lucy, you want to?
Yes,
Okay.
I am Lucy. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as @BluebirdDraws. I take art commissions. I draw a lot of D&D stuff. I've done some art for this channel. I design the overlays here.
You can find a picture of her character.
Yes, I tweeted a picture of my character's Instagram account recently. I play on Chromatic Chimera every Wednesday and on the first Tuesday of every month, and I play here every other Saturday so far as Jayara, the Twilight Operative, on the Chaos Complex. I have a podcast. It's currently under the name Clockwork Hearts. We will not be updating Clockwork Hearts anymore because we had a player move overseas. But there are old episodes of the Odyssey Exploration and Research on there that are still up. If you would like to give that a listen, it is an original science fiction story that I wrote and recorded and produced. And that is it for me.
All right, you two want to outro yourselves?
Christian, you want to go first? Okay, I'll go first.
And I
Oh,
am only here on Monday nights at the moment, but
Every other Monday.
yeah, every other Monday, and that just about sums it up.
I have an Instagram. It's Maddie.Pillion. Follow me on there if you feel like it. I'll probably follow you back. And I'll be here on every other Monday. So
Great. So we should be back on the 26th, I believe. Does that sound right?
I think
sounds
so.
good to me.
Also, real quick, big thank you to Tabletop Audio for providing the music for this game. Their stuff is so amazing. I've been using that website for a really long time. They don't sponsor us or anything. Genuinely, they're super great. It's free. They have some incredible stuff.
And until next time, remember, there are no happy endings. A very dark outro, but that's what I'm going with.
Oh.
All right. See y'all. Bye.
Bye.